You feel it before you understand it. Something shifts in your chest. Your jaw tightens. Your thoughts narrow down to a single point, and you call it an emotion. But the real answer is far stranger than that. What you call a feeling is not a feeling at all. It is a command, and it was written long before you were born. Your emotions are not yours, not originally. They're a software package your ancestors uploaded into your nervous system over millions of years, and every single one of them was designed to solve a problem that no longer exists. Think about the last time you felt a sudden rush of anxiety in a social situation. Maybe someone looked at you the wrong way. Maybe you sent a message and got no reply. Your body reacted as if something was wrong, and something was, just not in the way you think. Your brain was not detecting a threat. It was running a subroutine, a very old one. Psychologist Paul Ekman spent decades studying emotional expressions across cultures. He traveled to isolated communities in Papua New Guinea, places with no television, no contact with Western media, no shared cultural framework. He showed people photographs of faces, and those people recognized anger, fear, disgust, joy, sadness, and surprise with the same accuracy as someone sitting in New York City. Ekman concluded that these 6 core emotions are not learned, they are inherited. They are universal biological programs wired into the human face, the human body, and the human brain, regardless of language, culture, or era. You did not choose to feel fear. You were built to feel it. But why these particular emotions? Why not others? The answer comes down to what your ancestors needed to survive. Every emotion you experience today maps almost perfectly onto a survival problem your ancient predecessors faced every single day. Take disgust. When you bite into something rotten and your whole face crumples, your stomach lurches, and you recoil, that is not a refined aesthetic response. That is a very ancient pathogen detector. Evolutionary psychologist Paul Rosen at the University of Pennsylvania discovered that the primary function of disgust was originally to prevent poisoning and disease. The wrinkling of your nose, the closing of your throat, the impulse to spit, these are all physical mechanisms that evolved to stop you from swallowing something that could kill you. Today, you feel disgust at moral violations, at social betrayal, at cruelty. Your brain has repurposed an ancient food safety system and applied it to your ethics. Your conscience runs on contamination software. Now take anger. Anger feels personal. It feels like a judgment, like a response to injustice, and in some ways it is. But what it really is, at the cellular level, is a resource protection system. Primatologist Franz de Waal spent years observing chimpanzee communities. He found that the trigger for most chimpanzee aggression was not random cruelty, it was resource theft. Food, territory, status, mating access. When a chimp perceived a threat to something it had earned or claimed, anger followed immediately and reliably. The physiology of your own anger looks almost identical. Cortisol spikes, testosterone surges, blood flows toward your arms and away from your digestive system. Your body is preparing to fight, not for justice, for resources. The concept of fairness that you experience as a moral instinct is, at its root, a resource protection algorithm shaped by millions of years of competition.